Hey everybody, I'm Katherine Tappan from NBC Sports. I am pleased and honored to be with you here today. Welcome to Jersey Mike's first ever virtual athletic banquet. May this be your first and only virtual athletic banquet so that you can go back to gathering in person every season after this, and I know we will. As you all know, athletes are used to adapting to the unexpected. Injuries happen, trades, and occasional losses as well. But a worldwide pandemic, it's a pretty significant curveball. You could even say that sports was an early warning system for coronavirus. Remember back on March 11th when the NBA suspended its season? Well, you should have been out there competing. You should have been winning championships, breaking records, catching the eye of recruiters, and celebrating the end of the school year with your teammates. But sadly, that hasn't happened. Your coaches and your families have been by your side, but we especially feel for the seniors. But sometimes, guys, things just don't work out according to plan, and those who succeed are the ones that can adapt to changing circumstances and even thrive in the face of adversity. Although this spring is different than you expected, you all have so much to look forward to. I can tell you, as a high school athlete growing up in the state of New Jersey, I was looking so forward to my first season as a freshman at Rutgers University and a competitor on the cross-country team. I was excited for winter track and indoor track and spring track that year as well, but things didn't start out as I thought they would. My freshman season, first semester, I got hurt and spent the majority of that first year in the training room. I was devastated. I thought I wasn't gonna have friends. I thought my teammates were gonna move on and compete without me. But lo and behold, that did not happen. I got back on the track for the spring season, and I was grateful I did, because it was 3 more years after that I competed for Rutgers University and graduated proudly with a degree in journalism and also 4 years as an athlete under my belt. I say this because we are all going to face challenges at some point in your athletic career, and it's how you handle them that makes you stronger. Tonight's banquet, we recognize you. You and your hard work, your dedication, we honor you as student athletes. We celebrate your high school careers as well as seasons that happened and the ones that perhaps did not. You're gonna hear from elite athletes and some of the best coaches in America who have faced their own challenges, and they're gonna share how they dealt with adversity. They are here to help celebrate with you and to spread inspiration to all of us. But first, I want to take a moment, and it is my honor to introduce you to a high school running back from Point Pleasant Beach High School on the Jersey Shore, who gave up plans to attend the University of North Carolina to buy a sub shop instead. The skills that he learned as a student athlete helped him well beyond the football field. That one sub shop turned into a $1 billion company with nearly 2,000 restaurants coast to coast. It is my pleasure to introduce Peter Cancro, the founder and CEO of Jersey Mike's Franchise Systems.
Over 3,000 high schools across the country, 1.2 million student athletes we are talking to today, and we want to congratulate each and every one of you for your great success in your 4 years. Now, oftentimes people will look at your 4 years in high school and say, what have you done with your 4 years? What are you prepared to do going forward? I know a lot of you are already set to go on to college. As a similar story I was looking to go to University of North Carolina in Chapel Hill. I was going to study law, political science, and hopefully be a walk-on for the North Carolina Division I football team. I was a running back and defensive back in high school football, track and basketball, but football was my passion as a sport. So for you, now graduating, this is a pandemic that maybe has never been seen before, will never be seen again possibly. We congratulate you on getting through this and reaching your graduation. I'll tell you a story about my own. March of my senior year in high school, I worked at the original Mike's Sub Shop an hour south of Manhattan, the original store in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. And I got the job when I was 14. My brother John worked there the summer before I did, and he told the boss, look it, I know he'll work hard, I'm not sure how bright he is. But from that point on, we know we have brothers and sisters, they encourage us, They're against us, they're for us, but mostly for us. So from there, we worked summers part-time through sports, and then as a senior in high school in March, the owner put it up for sale. Never for an instant did I look at buying the store until one day my mother found out that the store was for sale. No one knew, but she found out. She asked me, "Peter, why don't you buy it?" And I laughed with her, at her, and went upstairs, and it took that one flight of stairs for the light switch to go off in my life. The next day I got up, I called the owner and said I'd be interested in buying it. He said he could hold off owners for about a week and a half that were demanding contract. And off I went to try and raise that money, $125,000 in 1975, possibly $700,000 or $800,000 today. But finally, as going through the week, I couldn't raise the money. People had known that I worked there 4 years before. I called up my youth football coach, Rod Smith, and he said, "Peter, come on over." And ultimately he said, "I think we can do something," and he did. So March, my senior year in high school, at the age of 17, I was fortunate to get an early start and purchase the original Mike subs. Went to homeroom history, skipped gym, English, and I missed gym for 3 months. They weren't going to graduate me, but finally I got my diploma by getting a medical excuse, which technically was okay because I had a problem with my back. So there we went on and started growing and franchising in '87. A lot of up and down times, but today we're close to 2,000 stores and possibly hitting that $2 billion in sales from one little shop. So what became a part-time job for me became my life's work. So I wish you the best in your life, and going through sports and coaches and trying to achieve your best, you know that as a team, putting others first before yourself is how we succeed. And I'll leave you with this quote that our company's mission statement is giving, making a difference in someone's life. That's what we care about. That's what we do every day as a company. So I wish you all the best and congratulate you again, class of 2020.
Peter Cancro, founder and CEO of Jersey Mike's. Peter, thank you so much for sharing your story. And Peter joins a very impressive lineup that we have here for you, full of inspirational stories. Kevin Boyle, head basketball coach, Montverde Academy in Florida. Coach Boyle is recognized nationally as one of the premier high school basketball coaches in the United States. We are very pleased to be joined by him. Susan Phillips, women's varsity basketball coach, Archbishop Mitty High School in San Jose, California. She is nationally recognized as one of the very best. Among her accolades, Coach Phillips was the 2018 Naismith High School Coach of the Year. We also have Lopez Lamong joining us. He is a two-time Olympian competing in track and field. Now, Lopez began his journey in Sudan, where he was kidnapped by rebel soldiers at just 6 years old. He has an incredible story. So sit back and enjoy their inspirational stories.
Hello, Coach Sue Phillips here. Big shout out to Jersey Mike's and Huddle for bringing us together. Today is about celebrating a group that is near and dear to my heart, Scholastic Athletes. I know this may be a difficult time for you. It's been a difficult time for a lot of us. 8 weeks ago, my team was scheduled to play in the California Open Division Basketball State Finals. But 2 days before tip-off, the game was canceled due to COVID-19. My team and staff, we were extremely disappointed, but we understood it was the responsible thing to do, to make the necessary sacrifices and to do our best to contain this pandemic. And then 2 days after that, it went from bad to worse. We were put into SIP for California. That's short for shelter in place. No school, no basketball. I am proud to say, however, my team responded like champs. They wanted to keep their winning streak alive and banded together to win with people. Every day for the past 7 weeks, my players volunteered their time to provide virtual skills clinics via Zoom for grade school kids. They came together to grow the game in our community, all the while Zooming with a smile and giving words of encouragement. I couldn't be prouder of my team. They chose to respond to adversity in a positive and inspiring way. I am sure that you, many of you, have similar stories of winning with people, of putting others first. Thank you for your unselfish acts, for your leadership, and for your positivity. And when the times get tough, always remember, that today's sacrifices will be tomorrow's strength. Let's all continue to notch up those wins, not the ones we see on the scoreboards, but the ones that put others first. Stay safe. Best, Coach.
Congratulations, the class of 2020. I am so happy to be with you all today. My name is Lopez Lamont. I am here to celebrate your journey in the last 4 years. Where you are sitting today, you should be proud. I know you didn't get there by yourself. You got there because of leadership and the team around you. Your coaches, your teachers in classrooms, and your parents at home. They're all there supporting you, wanting you to be the best. And you should be proud of that. And as you embarked on the next chapter of your journey, I want you to take everything you learned in high school, the leadership you learned from your coaches, the advice you learned from your parents and your teachers, and the community at large with you to go to college. Because I know they will need your leadership as well in the next level. Throughout my life, I faced so many challenges. I grew up in South Sudan in a war zone. I was kidnapped by the gunmen to be taken, to be trained to be a child soldier. This is where I escaped with the help of three of my brothers, and we ended up in Kakuma refugee camp. This is where I spent 10 years of my life. In 2001, I got an opportunity to come to America. I got adopted by the family in upstate New York. This is where I got to go to school. I got to pursue my academic, pursue also my athletic career. And I had a dream of being one day, want to be an Olympian. And I believe also you have exactly the same dream as I did. As you sit here right now, I want you to just reflect on all those and to just understand that you are not alone. You have me here. You have everybody around you that we want your leadership. We want you to do great. As we are going through a lot of challenges, this is a generation, your generation will change the world for the good. And take that with you and you will be just fine. As runners, I hope I will see many of you in Olympic opening ceremony, in that big delegation, walking to the stadiums, represent our nation in a big way. So, graduates, I say thank you very much, and I hope you have a great graduation.
Hello everybody, my name is Kevin Boyle. I'm the varsity basketball coach at Montverde Academy in Montverde, Florida. Our teams had the good fortune of winning 5 of the last 8 high school national championships, but like you spring athletes, we were also disappointed. This season we were undefeated, getting all set to play in the national championships in New York City, and it was canceled because of COVID-19. Heartbreaking moment for our kids, but our kids at least had the chance to participate in most of their season. So my heart really goes out to all the spring athletes, the coaches, the administrators, that they weren't able to have a spring season. And I know how disappointing that is, how heart-wrenching that is. And you know, the message to the coaches is to continue to motivate your athletes. Give them in-home videos, books, quizzes, those types of things that could help them get ready for next season if they're an underclassman, or for college if they're a senior and able to play in the following year, or if they're a senior and had great disappointment, they weren't able to have a season, and maybe they're not playing in college. But I think it's a great opportunity to talk to them about doing a little project we do with our kids every year. You know, and we ask our kids 3 things: who are you, where are you going, and how are you going to get there? So the first thing is they write something down of who are you, you know, you talk about yourself and your strengths and your weaknesses. Where do you want to go in 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, and then how are we going to get there? And we make a plan and we move forward and we turn this unfortunate incident into hopefully something that motivates us to be prepared for the next phase of our life. For the student athlete, I think it's where this is a time where you have to take some self-responsibility. And again, taking that, who are you, where are you going, and how you're going to get there, to set those goals, to make that plan, to take that responsibility, and to put it into action. I guarantee you, if you do that project, you're going to be further along than your classmates who don't participate in that project.
Wow, a big thank you to all of our speakers who joined us today. And here's my big takeaway: athletes are resilient. Life happens. Yes, there is defeat, and it's incredibly challenging, but there is also victory. And that victory is what athletes, all of you, are trained for and strive for every single day. You are a part of history during this 2020 pandemic. How will you use this experience to make a difference as you move forward in life, whether headed to college, into the military, the workforce, or finishing up your high school career? You are the difference makers. Sports competition has given you all the tools you need: leadership, teamwork, accountability, and creativity to go change the world. Go do it, and we are here supporting you. On behalf of myself, Jersey Mike's, and all of our speakers, we congratulate you on all of your hard work and resilience during these challenging times. Thank you, and best of luck to all of you in your future endeavors. Congratulations.